Feels like I'm doing this after ages, sitting down with a cup of chai and making a long form video. I've been so used to short form videos, making them, uploading them, getting a lot of views, sometimes not getting a lot of views, but short form video in general has been very fun, but long form videos have my heart. Anyway, I got married as well, so was busy in that, but now I am fully back to making regular content with chai. I hope you also have your cup of chai with you, because chai is just love, my friends. Chai is love. So as I said, I got married, went for the honeymoon, came back, and literally the next day I went to the launch of this smartphone, the IQOO 12. Now this time around I did not have the smartphone when I went for the launch event, because I was not there home and they could not deliver the smartphone. So I just went to the launch event without having the smartphone, which is a very different feeling, to be honest. When you get the phone early, you know everything about the smartphone, you just go for the price reveal. But I literally did not know anything about this smartphone. I had not held it in my hand, I had not used it at all. So that's why the excitement level was pretty high. So I landed in Delhi, met some other creators, and they had the IQOO 12 with them. So I took the IQOO 12, and my first impressions about this smartphone were like, damn, this smartphone is very well built and the design just looks awesome. It's a very non-IQOO like smartphone. IQOO is known for different kind of designs. They're not known for minimal designs, but this smartphone has a very minimal and classy look, and that's exactly what I liked about it. Like, those were my first impressions. Then the launch event started. They revealed all the features one by one, and there was one thing going on in my head throughout the event, that the price is going to be expensive, because the IQOO team was saying a lot about the performance, processor, cameras, and all the other things in this smartphone. I was like, this is going to be priced pretty high. But when the price came out, I was instantly surprised, because this smartphone starts at 53,000 rupees. That's for the base variant. I was easily expecting the IQOO 12 to come at 60,000 rupees, maybe a little bit higher. But when the price dropped, I was instantly surprised. This smartphone starts at 53,000 rupees for the base variant, and you can also get some bank offers, bringing the price down to 50,000 rupees. Now, we'll not consider 50,000 rupees because that is a very specific scenario, that is the bank offers. But even for 53,000 rupees, the IQOO 12 is a very interesting package. So it was at that moment I decided that I will switch to the IQOO 12. At that time, I was using the OnePlus 11 as my daily smartphone. Then I switched to the IQOO 12, and that has been an incredible experience. By the way, I don't know if you noticed or not, this is a new setup. I will make a dedicated video about this setup. First, I had a studio, then it was getting renovated, so I was shooting in my room. Finally, this new place is ready and it looks awesome in my opinion. But anyway, let's talk about my experience with the IQOO 12. Now, as I said, I first saw this smartphone with some other creators, and most of those creators, like 80 to 90% of them, said that try out the cameras on IQOO 12. The camera will definitely surprise you. So I was like, why not? I love clicking photos and videos. Let's try out the camera. And that's exactly what I did for the next few days. Clicked a lot of photos and videos with the IQOO 12, and those creators were not wrong. This smartphone has a very good and strong camera setup. So basically, you get 3 cameras on the rear side, main, ultra wide, and a 3x telephoto camera, which can go up to 100x because it is a periscope camera. Now that is very interesting. So let's start with the zoom itself. You get a lot of zooming options, and IQOO has done a very good job in terms of image processing. It's not like if you zoom at 30x, 40x, 50x, you will lose a lot of quality. In fact, the photo turns out to be detailed, and that is all with software. Like, the software processing of the zoom is very good. So obviously you get a very wide range of zoom, and a smartphone which costs 50,000 rupees doing this is incredible. And this is all because of the telephoto camera with the periscope lens. That is the main reason why you get such good zoom. And the telephoto camera is also great for portraits. Portrait photos look amazing from the IQOO 12. The edge detection is natural, and so is the background blur. And as I said, that telephoto perspective for portrait is just perfect. And this is true for any smartphone that comes with a telephoto lens and does a good job in terms of portrait mode. So I'm really glad that IQOO did not mess up in that department. They've done a good job for software processing for portraits as well. And these are the things that you generally don't find in this price point. You will find smartphone with great performance, awesome display, very good main camera, very good ultra wide angle camera, but no telephoto camera. But IQOO has not done that. They've given a telephoto camera, which I appreciate. Now with that, as I said, you also get two more cameras, the main and ultra wide. The main camera shoots some really good photos, high quality, detailed, dynamic range is super impressive, and the colors are on point as well. It's not like the shadows are underexposed or the highlights are overexposed. Everything is balanced, and that's exactly what I like about it. 9 out of 10 times you will get a very balanced photo with this smartphone, and that's what we are looking for in the end. And the ultra wide angle camera also clicks detailed photos. It's not like they've used a subpar ultra wide angle camera. They've used a high resolution ultra wide angle camera, which is a good thing, so you can shoot detailed photos with that perspective as well. And these things are true for all sorts of lighting conditions: day lighting, artificial lighting, low lighting. You do get a dedicated night mode which works really well, and it's just a beautiful experience while clicking photos with the IQOO 12. All the perspectives are available, and it's a versatile camera setup. So that was photos with the rear camera. What about videos? This is where the Android side of things have not done a good job in the past couple of years as compared to iOS. And each year Apple keeps on adding features which makes the video shooting experience even better. But that is not the case with Android smartphone, and that is not the case with the IQOO 12 as well. You can shoot up to 8K videos, but the video output is still not as good as iPhones. And I think that brands need to work on this because we are all moving towards video content. I think we have already moved towards video content. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, even X is moving to video content, and that is going to be a very big thing. That's why Android companies need to focus a lot on the video shooting capabilities. Now, you obviously can shoot good videos with the IQOO 12. It's not like the video capabilities are bad. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that as compared to iPhones, the video capabilities are still behind. And that's true for like 99% of Android smartphones, nothing in particular about the IQOO 12. This gets me to the selfies. Selfies are very good with the IQOO 12. You get detailed photos with good dynamic range, and the skin tones are natural as well. No complaints with the selfie camera of the IQOO 12. So all in all, the cameras on IQOO 12 really surprised me, and they've done a great job with the entire camera experience. For this price point, IQOO 12 is going to be the one to beat in terms of camera. And that is a big statement which I don't make lightly. So camera is good. What about the design and build quality? As I said, IQOO is not known for minimal and classy designs, but this time around they've knocked it out of the park in terms of design because it is a very classy looking smartphone. In fact, it's so classy that I do not use a case with it. I just want to carry it without a case, especially because of the BMW branding as well and this white color. I don't want to carry a case. I want to show off this smartphone, and people do ask about this smartphone. My friends were like, what's that new smartphone you're carrying? It looks classy, and they're not wrong over there. This smartphone looks minimal and classy. And they have not cheaped out on the build quality. You get a solid build with the IQOO 12, especially with the metal frame. It looks very good with the metal frame. Back panel, I don't know whether it is plastic or glass. I will confirm that and drop a comment in the comment section and pin it. As of shooting this video, I am not so sure. I'll have to check it, so I'll drop a comment. And I also like this window-like design of the camera module. Looks very good. All in all, classy design with good build quality. Now, the main highlighting feature with this smartphone is that it is India's first smartphone with Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. 8 Gen 3 is the newest and best processor by Snapdragon. We all know that they did a great job with 8 Gen 2. So naturally, we have high expectations with 8 Gen 3. And I think that Qualcomm has delivered. Now, obviously, on stage, the IQOO team talked a lot about Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 and its capabilities. It's the best performing smartphone out there. It has these gaming features, such an awesome cooling system. You'll get the best performance out there. Don't worry, high FPS gaming, you can shoot your enemies, and all these things. Like, they exaggerated a lot about the performance, but when it comes to real life usage, you don't see a lot of difference from Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 to Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, because 8 Gen 2 was already overkill for like 90% of the people out there, and that's why you don't see a big difference between both of these processors. Now, you will see a big difference from 8 Gen 1 to 8 Gen 3. That is a noticeable difference, but between 8 Gen 2 and 8 Gen 3, not a lot of difference, I feel. Now, that is just based on my usage. I am not a gamer, so you should not ask me for a gaming review. There are way better channels out there who do a dedicated gaming review, so you should watch that if you're a gamer. But for normal day-to-day usage, 8 Gen 3 has no issues whatsoever. In fact, it is definitely overkill. You get such good and such smooth performance with the IQOO 12. Like, it's an insanely fast smartphone. It gives that flagship feeling in terms of performance. No jitters, no lags, everything works very smoothly, and that's the experience that you want with a smartphone that costs this much. And you do get that with the IQOO 12. So I definitely don't have any complaints with the performance whatsoever. It is a smartphone with great performance. Now, on the software side of things, you get FunTouch OS 14 based on Android 14. That is a solid move by IQOO. They launched this smartphone with Android 14 and not Android 13. I really appreciate that move, and they could have launched the smartphone with Android 13, given an update to 14 in a couple of months, but they did not do that, and I do appreciate that move. That is excellent. Talking about FunTouch OS 14, well, that's where things get a little weird. It's a good operating system with great customization features, but you still get some bloatware with the smartphone, and it's not the cleanest experience yet. Like, you have to agree to terms and service literally everywhere. That is the thing that is very annoying to me. And as soon as you set up this smartphone, if you swipe down from the home screen, it will not open the notification drawer. It will open something called as search. I do not want that. So I go into settings, change that, and then I get the experience that I want. That is not good at all. And this is the thing with a lot of smartphone brands out there. Like, by default, you won't get the features that you want. You will have to go into settings and disable their features to get the normal features. This is something that I don't understand. So yeah, there are a couple of annoying things with the software, and I've also noticed some bugs here and there. I also got an important update as soon as I set up the smartphone. So I updated the smartphone and the experience was better, but I've noticed a couple of bugs here and there, which I think should be ironed out in the next update. So the IQOO team said that FunTouch OS 14 is very clean and you won't notice those annoying things, but I still notice those annoying things, and it needs to go a step further, and then we will call it clean. Nothing specific to worry about. Customization, features, performance, everything is great. Just a couple of annoying things here and there. Alright, so far we've talked about the camera, design and build quality, performance. Next up, let's talk about that beautiful display. I am really glad that IQOO went with a flat display and not a curved one with this smartphone. I am very glad about that. Flat displays are way better as compared to curved displays, and I noticed that after I switched from the OnePlus 11 to the IQOO 12. OnePlus 11 has a curved display. I like that smartphone, but as soon as I switched to the IQOO 12, I was very happy because of the flat display. So there's no debate about it. I like flat displays. What do you guys like? Let me know in the comment section down below. And it's a very good display. High resolution AMOLED display, 144Hz refresh rate, and works really well. Viewing angles, colors, brightness levels, everything is good. Outdoor visibility is not a problem, and you will have an immersive experience while consuming content on this display. No issues at all, and the cherry on the cake over here is that it is a flat display. I cannot tell you how happy I am with the choice of a flat display. So as you heard, the speakers on this smartphone are great. It's a pair of stereo speakers and the volume levels are very good. It does not distort at higher volumes as well. That is the main thing. It's a very good speaker, I feel. There is no headphone jack with this smartphone. I will still miss the headphone jack in each and every smartphone. I love the headphone jack, but you don't get it over here. Buttons are very clicky and tactile on the IQOO 12. No complaints over there. Volume rockers, power button, very clicky and tactile. The fingerprint sensor is inside the display. It is fast, accurate and works really well. There's just one complaint that it is a little on the lower side. I would have loved to see the fingerprint sensor a little bit on the higher side. So sometimes it gets a little uncomfortable to unlock the smartphone. And you get an IR blaster with this smartphone, which basically means that you can use this smartphone to control your appliances, TVs, ACs and other appliances which use an IR remote. That is very convenient. Now there is one last thing that we have not talked about, and that is battery life and charging. Battery life on the IQOO 12 has been nothing short of amazing. It will easily last me throughout the day and some part of the next day as well. I have no complaints with the battery life of the IQOO 12. Initially, I thought that this is a lightweight smartphone, has a high refresh rate display, has a very good processor, the cameras are great. I thought that the battery life will not last that much, but it is lasting and that is a good sign. And the cherry on the cake over here is super fast charging. You get 120 watt of fast charging, which means that in around 20 minutes you can completely charge the smartphone, and that is extremely convenient. In the morning you can plug it in for like 15 minutes and you will get there. So we've talked so much about the IQOO 12, some great points, some good points, some not so good points. But what is the final verdict on this smartphone? I feel that if you are looking for a smartphone in this price range, that is 50 to 55,000 rupees, then you can definitely consider the IQOO 12. It is an excellent package and a value for money package, especially because of the camera experience, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, awesome display, very good build quality, great battery life and 120-watt fast charging. Everything combined, the IQOO 12 is an awesome package. If you want to buy it, do go with the BMW color because that is the best one I feel, and I will drop a link to it in the description box below. So anyway, that's been it. This was my review of the IQOO 12. Do let me know what you feel of this video in the comment section down below. If you are stuck around till the end, then please subscribe to the channel, share this video with all your friends and family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. चलो भाई, हो गया वीडियो, बहुत दिन बाद.